SI unit of magnetic field, Gauss is the CGS unit of magnetic field, and 1 centimeter square is the CGS unit of area. So 1 Maxwell is equals to 1 Gauss centimeter square. Now I am going to describe electromagnetic induction. In short, we can write EMI. The phenomena of production of induced EMF and hence induced current due to a change in magnetic flux. How we can change the magnetic flux? That we will describe in Faraday's laws. Linked with the closed circuit is called EMI. Now the next topic is Faraday's laws of EMI. To understand Faraday's laws, first of all we have to learn Faraday's experiment. अगर हम कोई सर्किट बनाते हैं, उस सर्किट में हमने सिर्फ एक गैल्वेनोमीटर कनेक्ट किया हुआ है. इन दैट सिचुएशन अगर हमने एक बार मैग्नेट इस सोलिनॉइड में अगर हम इन करते हैं, देन अ करंट will start flowing through that circuit. And the how to detect whether the current is flowing in that circuit or not, that is detected by the deflection of galvanometer. If we in the bar magnet into this solenoid, when magnet in that situation current will starts flowing in clockwise direction, and if we will out the magnet from the solenoid, then the current will starts flowing in anti-clockwise direction. In both the situation, the current will starts flowing and the galvanometer will get deflected in the opposite direction. This experiment can also be illustrated in second situation as in second case. अगर हमने कोई सर्किट लिया है, इलेक्ट्रिक सर्किट, उस सर्किट में हमने पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस एक बैटरी कनेक्ट किया हुआ है, स्विच लगाया हुआ है एंड सोलिनॉइड बना दिया, कॉइल ऑफ द कॉपर जस्ट, एंड इन द नेबर वी विल टेक अ कॉइल विदाउट बैटरी एंड स्विच. only we have to make a solenoid and connect a galvanometer in that circuit. Now if we start switch on and switch off continuously in the circuit first, then a magnetic field get released from circuit first and that will interlinked with the circuit 2. So the magnetic flux will get starts and as a result flux will get generated, potential will difference will get develops and current starts flowing in the second circuit also. जितनी तेज़ी से हम यहाँ स्विच को ऑन या ऑफ़ करेंगे उतनी ही तेज़ी से मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस जो होंगे वो डेवलप होगा, वो इंटरलिंक्ड होगा और मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस के इंटरलिंक्ड होने के कारण ही इसमें फ्लक्स जनरेट होंगे. सिंस स्विच ऑन एंड ऑफ करने से क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पर कि मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस जो हैं वो चेंज हो रहे हैं इंटरलिंक्ड के ड्यूरेशन में सेकेंड सर्किट से. हेंस मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स के जनरेशन के लिए ये ज़रूरी होता है कि मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस का चेंज होना ज़रूरी होता है इंटरलिंक्ड होने के ड्यूरेशन में. सो द फ्लक्स विल गेट स्टार्ट्स generating in the second circuit and as a result magnetic field lines interlinked, flux will get generate and as a result potential difference develops and hence the current starts flowing in the circuit. Now we have to describe Faraday's first law, that is whenever the magnetic flux linked with a closed circuit changes an EMF and hence a current is induced in it when it lasts only so long as the change in flux is taking place. अगर फ्लक्स चेंज नहीं होता तो EMF डेवलप नहीं हो पाएगा and hence current starts flowing, flow starts नहीं करेगा. This phenomena is called EMI. Actually the definition of EMI is the first law of Faraday's. Second law, the magnitude of the induced EMF is equal to the रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स. जैसा कि मैंने पहले ही बताया कि मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स जिस रेट से चेंज होगा उसी रेट से EMF भी इंट्रोड्यूस होगा एंड करंट भी फ्लो होगा लिंक्ड विद अ क्लोज सर्किट. दैट इज मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ E इज इक्वल्स टू d∅ अपॉन dt. दैट इज द रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ फ्लक्स विद रेस्पेक्ट टू टाइम. द सेकेंड लॉ ऑफ Faraday's gives the magnitude of the EMF. Next is the Lenz law. Lenz law gives the direction of EMF introduced in the circuit. That is, according to the Lenz law, it states that the direction of induced current is such that it opposes the cause which produced it, that is it opposes the change in the magnetic flux. इनको समझने के लिए मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस जो इंटरलिंक्ड हुए हैं दूसरे सर्किट में ड्यू टू द फर्स्ट सर्किट दैट इज कॉल्ड द प्राइमरी सर्किट एंड दिस इज द सेकेंडरी सर्किट, जो फ्लक्स जनरेट हुआ है वही फ्लक्स के कारण इसमें ईएमएफ जनरेट होगा और वही ईएमएफ फ्लक्स को ही अपोज करना स्टार्ट कर देगा जिसके कारण से ईएमएफ इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ है. दैट इज द direction of induced current in such that it opposes the cause which produced it. It opposes the change in the magnetic flux. Hence, E is equals to minus d phi upon dt. That is the direction. Here negative sign gives the direction of EMF and negative sign represents the EMF which is introduced or produced due to the change in the flux opposes the flux. Now the Faraday's law and Lenz law both are collectively considered as the law of EMI. Means if the question is arising explain the laws of EMI, then we have to explain both Faraday's laws as well as Lenz law. Now conclusion of Faraday's experiment, जितने भी ये एक्सपेरिमेंट Faraday's के द्वारा हुए हैं, according to that conclusions are as follows. First, whenever the magnetic flux linked with the closed circuit changes, an induced EMF and hence an induced current is set up in it. Now the question is what is induced EMF and induced current? So the answer is प्राइमरी कॉइल जिसमें एक्चुअल बैटरी कनेक्टेड है, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड रिलीज हुई, यही मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस इंटरलिंक्ड हुआ सेकेंडरी कॉइल में जिसमें बैटरी कनेक्टेड नहीं है बट इसमें भी करंट फ्लो हुआ है एंड ईएमएफ प्रोड्यूस हुआ है. ईएमएफ के प्रोड्यूस होने के कारण ही करंट प्रोड्यूस हुआ है. सो the current which is constituted in secondary coil due to the primary coil is called induced current and the EMF which is introduced in the secondary coil due to the primary coil is called induced EMF. Now the second conclusion is the higher the rate of change of magnetic flux means जितनी तेज़ी से magnetic flux का rate change होगा linked with the closed circuit, the greater is the induced EMF and or induced current. उतनी ही ज़्यादा अमाउंट में induced EMF and induced current generate होगा. Now, the induced EMF also depends upon the number of turns of the coil. Here the number of turns कि how many number of turns is here and how many number of turns in the primary as well as secondary coil. Number of turns पर depend करता है. So phi can be illustrated as minus n. N is here, capital N is here, number of turns d phi upon dt. Now the d phi upon dt is the rate of change of flux with respect to time, which can also be illustrated as what is the final flux and what is the initial flux. The difference of final flux and initial flux with respect to time. How much time will take to change the flux. That is phi is equals to minus n, which is number of turns, f phi 2 that is flux final minus phi 1 that is initial flux with respect to time, the time taken to change the flux from initial to final, that is t. Now the next topic is motional EMF of Faraday's from Faraday's laws. The EMF induced across the end of the conductor due to its motion in magnetic field is called motional EMF. Motional EMF means हमने एक कंडक्टर दैट इज़ पी क्यू आर एस कंसिडर कर लिया. द डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम आर टू एस इज़ एल. दिस पी क्यू कंडक्टर इज़ मूवेबल मीन्स दिस कैन बी मूव इन एंड आउट so that the area of this conductor will get increases or decreases due to the movement of PQ. Now PQ moves with a velocity v towards the direction of RS. Here the RS length of RS is L. The current constitutes in this conductor is I, which is flowing in the anti-clockwise direction, and the length of R to Q, that is X. Since we have already studied that phi is equals to B into A, that is magnetic field into area. Phi is equals to here B into L into X. B into L into X is here. How we can represent area? That is length into breadth is the area. Length is here L and breadth is here X. So area can be illustrated as